Okay, so we had some news today. I don't normally just go out of my way to do these at random times for no reason. Normally today I would probably do an NXT breakdown, but I'm not going to do that today because I'm supposed to be talking some NXT on a podcast tomorrow. So the reason I'm doing this right now is because today I got a Bleacher Report notification that said that Ronda is planning on leaving WWE after WrestleMania. That WrestleMania should be expected to be her last show with the company. I initially was like, oh, what's going on here? Is she going to go to All Elite or something like that? But that doesn't appear to be what's happening. The report says that she wants to have children, to start a family here sooner or later. And obviously that's difficult to do when you're on the road. I mean, they must be on the road 300 days a year, if not more, right? So that's difficult to do. The other thing that it said in the report is that it may yet be possible for WWE to retain her services if they offer her just a ton of money. Obviously, money drives everything, so that can't be a real surprise that there may be a dollar amount that Vince is willing to part with that would be enough to keep her. Again, this does not appear to be a thing where she has some other sort of career path in mind and is leaving WWE because of that. This definitely seems to be more a personal thing and having nothing to do with wrestling or being unhappy as a wrestler. I couldn't imagine how she could be too unhappy as a wrestler. She has been incredibly popular in her time in the WWE. She's on TV every night. Maybe I also read in that report that it could be a thing where she goes down to a part-time schedule like John Cena or The Undertaker or whatever. I guess don't be terribly surprised if that happens, but either way, I would imagine that at come WrestleMania, Ronda's not going to have the Raw Women's Championship anymore after WrestleMania. I hope not anyway, because if unless she decides to stay full time, at that point, she deserves it as much as anybody else at that point. But if she's going to be a part timer, I would hope that they would take the belt off of her. It already sucks enough that the main men's belt on Raw is never on TV. Like, that sucks enough, right? We don't need to make it so the women's belt on Raw is not on TV too. And I mean, I'm always talking about how the Raw women's division is lacking in talent. It's only going to get worse. The best thing they've got going right now seems to be on a 3-month countdown to leaving. She's got one foot out the door. And, I think that's sad for all of us. I mean, happy for her. I wouldn't besmirch anybody wanting to start a family, and I certainly don't think that for anybody, really, mother, father, either parent, I don't think that being in the WWE is necessarily the best thing to do. If you have kids, you never get to see them, right? So obviously there's plenty of people that do. A lot of wrestlers have children, and I don't think that they're doing anything wrong. I'm just saying that, like, you can understand why, if she wants to have children, this isn't just a maternity leave thing, but she's done. I get it. But it does make me kind of sad. Anyway, what do you think? What do you think the future of the Raw Women's division is going to be without Ronda in it? Do you think that we see either Becky or Charlotte get bumped over to Raw? I kind of do. I kind of do. I kind of think that might be what happens. I know that Becky's not supposed to, or you can't say she's not supposed to be, because it's Royal Rumble and you just don't know what's going to happen. But you would think that because she's got a championship match with Asuka at some point in time in the night, that she's not going to be involved in that Royal Rumble match. You'd think. But maybe she will be. And then maybe Becky wins that Royal Rumble, and instead of coming after Asuka's Women's Championship on SmackDown, she goes and tries to take the one that's on Raw, and we see a Becky versus Ronda at WrestleMania to be the first ever women's match to main event of WrestleMania. I couldn't think of a better one. even just thinking back to women who've, been in the WWE over the course of the time that I've like watched it and been familiar with it, I can't think of two that I would rather see in a main event at WrestleMania than those two. I can't. And if that happens, and hell, maybe even we'll see something really crazy, like Becky has both belts. How nuts would that be if Becky had essentially unified the belts at WrestleMania? Maybe she wins the Royal Rumble and she beats Asuka at some point in time to take that SmackDown championship and goes and just unifies them. That'd be an interesting storyline for a little bit. It'd be sad, sort of, to not have a women's belt on both shows, but it could make for some entertaining TV and some entertaining storylines. I think, anyway. What do you guys think about this? What do you think about the possibility of seeing Becky, maybe Becky, Charlotte, and Ronda in a triple threat in WrestleMania? I think if she's going out, there's been speculation all year that we were going to see Ronda in the main event at WrestleMania this year. It's been speculated all year. It wouldn't surprise me at this point if that's what you saw, especially if she's going out. Why not go out with a bang with the biggest women's wrestling match of all time, probably? I mean, what would be a bigger one? Main eventing WrestleMania, the two, arguably, you could make the argument that Ronda and Becky are the two most popular wrestlers in the entire company right now. Male, female, whatever, they're just the most popular. Like, you could make that argument, and I would have a hard time arguing that there is a man out there more popular or more influential or more important to the company right now than either of those two are. Anyway, let me know what you think, and I'll see you tomorrow with the NXT show. All right, bye.